A Bayfield County man convicted of a dozen drunk driving offenses just got the state's maximum sentence today. 77-year-old James Knuuttila Sr. of Iron River was sentenced to 15 years in prison with a chance for supervised release after 10 years. Back in September of 2024, Knuuttila drove drunk and rolled his car and was well above the legal limit. He and his dog were the only ones in the car and were not hurt. The Bayfield County DA says as a repeat offender to this degree, he poses a serious danger to the public, which was the reason behind today's maximum sentence.